Darren Fletcher, Man United legend, listening on his way back from Wembley. He just said to me, hope we give Scotland some praise. I mean, we gave them a little bit of praise early on. Don't give them too much praise.
Yeah, they've done all right, didn't they? They come for a point, and they got a point.
Look, for the third worst team in the competition, they've done okay.
They got themselves a point. Did you see them cheering in Glasgow? I thought that was back in when they won in the 70s, when they beat us in 67.
When they broke the crossbar.
But yeah, I thought that's what I was watching.
Yeah. I was in London today. It was noisy, Jay.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Oh, it was noisy.
Yep.
Not for me. You know me, a quiet man I am.
Yeah.
It's one of the only times I think, thank the Lord for the masks. Put the mask on, stretch it out all over the face. Just see two little eyes. That's all you could see. Cap on as well. You couldn't see me long hair. It was lovely. Keep your calls coming in 08717 222 344. Before we go to the lines, we can hear now from the England gaffer, Gareth Southgate, who said he should take the blame for the team's performance and not the players.
I understand that as the manager, and that should be directed at me. You know, it's up to me to get the results. The players, we've got to get behind. You know, everybody's got to get behind them. There are a lot of young players there. They're still in a good position to qualify in this tournament. So we understand this is a game that means so much to everybody, and when you don't win it, the reaction's going to be even bigger. Derby matches are always like that. But direct that at me. Let's get behind the team. We'll make sure that we get them ready for the next game, and we know we've got to improve that performance.
Just quickly, because you know I'm not Southgate's biggest fan. I do get bored with a lot of young players. Well, Phil Foden, young player, won the Premier League. Mason Mount, young player, just won the Champions League. I mean, I don't. If you're going to use that as a defence, don't pick them. Right? I don't have a problem with age, but don't give it the old young player. They're good enough. They're old enough.
Well, yeah. I mean, they are still very young. These are not the finished article.
No,
they've
got the championship winning medals.
But young players, you still have perhaps. I don't know. You find inconsistencies in young players.
Yeah, but okay. One of the young players, Phil Foden, was better than one of the older players who stayed on him, Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, I don't get him. Wait, he came off. But look, Gareth's there. He's got to give an answer. Okay, he's taken responsibility. England were disappointing tonight. There was a number of performances you're looking at thinking, do something that changed the game. Scotland deserve a huge amount of credit. I keep saying this. 5-3-2, when you play like that, it's tough to break down.
But we didn't change anything. I'd agree with you if we changed stuff. But as I say, we replaced the number 9 with Marcus Rashford. I love Marcus Rashford. He's probably not a number 9 when you've got Calvert-Lewin on the bench. We had Sancho on the bench. We had Bellingham on the bench.
It's a game, when he gets to that stage, it was a game. When you're talking 20 minutes from the end, it was more important England didn't lose it than win it. Because a point's okay.
I'm talking about 90 minutes.
If we were 1-0 down and we were chasing that game, I'd be saying something very different.
Let's speak to Alban, who joins us now. Hello, Alban.
Hello, lads. Can you hear us?
Loud and clear.
Hey, Alban.
Cundy, what's your note on that game? I'm fascinated because I don't.
I've lost them.
I'm not surprised. Yeah. I'm not surprised.
What are your notes?
My note is Southgate goes tonight. Southgate goes tonight.
Well, you know that won't happen, Alban, don't you?
It's a ridiculous thing to say, Alban.
It's a ridiculous thing to say, but why is he even at this tournament?
Well, no, but look, we'll that's a conversation for another day. When England get knocked out, we'll have that conversation, okay? But right now, there's no point phoning up saying it's just not going to happen, is it? You know, you're not alone, and he's
no. But Cundy, you've defended him after the first game. I listen to you all the time. You've defended him after the first game. They've scraped through a 1-0 win against Croatia, but tonight he has been conservative. He has been he would avoid anything other than getting beat tonight.
Well, I know, but I thought we say scrape through against Croatia. I mean, that's I don't know where your notes are, but that's poor. We deserve to beat them. We were the better side.
On the stats.
No. With the two things in front of your eyes called eyes, right? Just use them.
Two things in front of your eyes.
Front of your head called eyes. Use them, okay? Don't look at stats, but that's for people that want to have bets.
Okay. No. I'm the first person to say you win a match on grass, not on paper. But tonight, Scotland deserved to win that game.
No, they didn't. No, that's again. You're talking garbage, mate.
Cundy.
You're talking rubbish. Scotland did not deserve to win that game.
I'm the first person to say that England deserved to win, but tonight Scotland played better than England.
They didn't deserve to win, Alban.
Absolute fact.
They didn't deserve to win.
They did.
No, they didn't. Alban, based on what?
Based on the chances.
Chances?
Chances.
What chances? How many chances did they have? I mean, they had a great
chances.
We hit the post. Where's this going?
Oh, we hit the post from a corner with a centre half.
Well, doesn't that count? Look, Alban, the truth is the result was a fair result. Scotland shaded it. For me, they shaded it.
Exactly, Scotland shaded it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they deserve to win it.
Cundy, their best striker is an English player. Their best striker is an English-born player.
What's that got to do with tonight's performance?
It's got to do with everything because Scotland, their population, what is it? 10
Again, I'm going to ask you the same. What's that got to do with tonight's performance and result? Doesn't matter whether they come for the Isle of Man. The result tonight was a fair result.
Of course it does matter. Because Southgate isn't good enough.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not blaming the players. Kane, I've got my questions about Kane in big games. That's it. That's fair enough. Grealish, whatever. He makes one substitution. He brings Foden off for Grealish. I'm telling you, he would rather have drawn that game than risk the win. And that's a typical Southgate performance.
Yeah, but do you know what? Tonight's game doesn't matter if we drew it. You know, with the result before.
Please.
Had Croatia won. Well, no, I'm telling you, had Croatia won, had they been sitting on 3 points, right?
He's got to win that game.
It would have been different, I'm telling you.
He's got to go for that game. He's got to win that game.
Okay. I mean, look,
he's got to win that game.
I can't. I'm not in a position to sack him. Alban.
Alban, I'm just curious. Who would you, if they sacked him tonight, which they won't, but if they do, who would you bring in?
Sack him.
Well, they're not going to sack him.
I know, but I'm just.
Of course they're not.
I'm just curious as to who you see taking over England.
Maybe Graham Jones, who they've brought in, is one of the coaches.
Who's that giving you all the answers there, Alban?
And I'm a Sunderland fan, but Graham Jones is turning Newcastle around, so maybe put him in charge.
Of England?
Well, what's Southgate done? Southgate...
No, listen, Alban, I'm not a Southgate fan either. I don't think he should be in charge of the England team. But he won't go tonight. He won't go tonight.
He's not going to go tonight, but... Goldstein, how many fans get on Southgate's back? He lost the World Cup, right? He lost 3 games and nobody said anything. He just got away with it. He lost twice to Belgium and he lost to Croatia, who were about 35 average age.
No, they're 35 average age now, not back then. I think things were a bit different back then.
Come on.
There's no point phoning up saying sack him. It's not going to happen.
The reason he's saying phoning up because he's so frustrated about what he's seen. But I'll tell you what it is. This is how England play under Southgate. It's not. I've not watched an England side tonight and gone, well, that's a bit weird because usually we're much better than. This is how England are under Southgate. Hold on. Tactically, he's out of his depth, Southgate. From a substitution perspective, he got it 100% wrong, and we won't win this competition. Not because we don't have the players that are good enough to win it, but because the manager doesn't know how to.
Tonight's performance, as I said, from him and the players were disappointing. All right, and he's come and admitted that. I'm more encouraged by what I see against teams that will play against us as opposed to sit deep. Tonight's game, you can see the best side. Spain drew with Sweden, right? Sweden had no intention of coming out their back line. I think it was a 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1. And they said Spain, one of the best sides apparently in the world, couldn't break them down. It happened.
But we didn't change anything.
No, we didn't change anything.
I'd like to see a plan B and a plan C. We had nothing.
Do you know what, mate? Maybe he's happy with the point.
Maybe he is, but he shouldn't be happy with what he saw.
Had Croatia won, and we would have been under a bit more pressure, Croatia sitting on 3 points, Scotland on 1, us on 4, things would have been different. But we need a point. We're fair.
Let's take more calls in just a moment. 0871 722 3344. You're listening to me, Anna Goldstein and Jason Cundy on the Euro Sports Bar on talkSPORT. We bet 365. Connected sports fans across the globe to every game that matters. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.com.
The Sports Bar with Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday night from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.